What is up, everybody? Just here making a video about the people that fall by the wayside. So a lot of times when you're going for your dreams or going for a goal, people are gonna fall off, man. They don't have that, intestinal fortitude, or they just don't have the grit, or they don't have the belief in your dream, and maybe they're on their own path. And it's nothing personal. You should never take it personal, because really you shouldn't take any kind of like rejection or people leaving you or things not working out as something personal or something bad. It just means that you don't need to go down that direction, that it's not for you, that it's not the right person for you, that it's not the right situation, not the right time. You always have to look at things in a beneficial way. And I was dealing with some things right now, just making a movie, doing a bunch of business things, really just climbing up a mountain, and it can get hard. If you're climbing all the time, you don't have that joy, you don't have that like happiness, you don't have those relaxing times, you kind of have to schedule those. But sometimes you're just climbing, and that can get really tough and really rough. And sometimes people just can't stick it out with you, and that's okay. You just got to let them go and just keep on your journey and let them do their own thing. Maybe they're happy with like a less in their life, or they have their own goals, their own dreams, and you got to let them go chase those, because you want them to let you go and chase yours, right? You don't want them holding you back and stopping you from achieving something that you're going to work hard at and want to be successful at, and not have them like hold you down and tie you down, and then you wake up and your life has passed you by, and you have a wife and kids that you didn't necessarily want, or they didn't want you, and then you find yourself in a miserable place. So you got to look at everything as a benefit. And if that person in your life, or those people, are not going to stand behind you, then they just need to stand out of the way, and you just got to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing up that mountain, whatever it is, but the most important thing is you got to enjoy the process. Sometimes you might get burned out, feel like you need a little bit of break. Give yourself that break. Take a little mini vacation. Just drive out of town, hit the road, or do something for yourself, pamper yourself, get a massage, whatever you got to do to clear your head so that you're more productive, because rest is a big part. That's what people don't understand, is that, just like if you're working out in the gym, or you are training hard for a marathon, or you're an athlete, or any of this stuff, you need rest days. You need time to recuperate, because that's where all the magic really happens, right? That's where all the growth happens, is not when you're in the gym tearing everything down, but it's when you're in bed at night, recovering. Right? With all that rest period, that's when the new tissue comes back and regenerates the cells in the body. And so, all those things are important. So you need a little bit of breakdown, a little stimulation, whether it's in your business or all this other different stuff. And then you need a lot of recovery to bring you back, right? So try that, try to really stimulate yourself, but then give yourself some recovery, some rest. And that's like, have you ever like really worked your ass off for something, and then you like take a vacation, or you go somewhere, you get some rest? Sometimes that can be like where, all the ideas happen, where you break that like writer's block or whatever you're dealing with, and you come back and you're like, man, I got the solution, and it's not always when you're, the body's natural desire is not to be in pain, or is not to be suffering. So if you're frustrated over your, starting your business or whatever it is, or working out or any of that stuff, you need to give your body some good feelings, some good emotions, some joy, some happiness, because it's not going to enjoy that process if you're always struggling to make it happen, or climb up a hill, or just like it's gonna quit on you. It will give up, and that's what happens to most people, is they don't find their joy in what they're doing, and that's really what you got to search for. And sometimes it's gonna be tough in the beginning. It's just like if you're gonna go run a marathon, you're not just gonna go out and run that marathon right away. You have to build up your endurance. So start out with something small. A lot of times, they do like, let's say if you're just running a 5K, Couch to 5K, and they have these great apps out or whatever, or you can get a coach or whatever, where they kind of walk you down the line, walk you down how to get there from the couch to running, 3 miles. And, that's, what you need is just to break it down into small increments, start out small, build up your endurance, and keep moving forward, and try to enjoy the process. Pamper yourself, love yourself, treat yourself well, and the body will return all that joy and that happiness if you just love it a little bit, give it some encouragement, keep moving forward. Don't let those negative people hold you down, and look up, keep moving up, and that's all you got to do. All right, so that's my message for today. Talk to y'all later.